Some of you who have been watching me for over a year now will recognize exactly what this title means on this video and where I'm at and what I'm going to be doing today. I am on top of a roof right now, as you can clearly see, and I will be cleaning out the gutters and the leaves off of this roof. And I did that on November 13th of 2008, last year. Today is November 13th, 2009. It's been exactly 365 days, and the seasons have turned, and they've come again. So it's exactly like it was last year. The only difference in weather and everything today is that it's a little warmer than it was last year. Right before I came out and got on the roof today, I watched the video from last year, and I will post that as a video response, and so you can watch it as well. But the biggest thing I noticed is that when this heater, this ventilation for the inside, last year you could see some of the steam coming out of it, and that was because it was much cooler last year. Now this year it's a little drier than it was last year. It has rained, but that was like last week or something, and last year it had been wet. I don't remember exactly what the weather had been like before I had cleaned the roof because it's been too long, but the amount of leaves on the tree is about the same. There's not very many, and when they fall, it's not going to cause a problem with the gutters, and that's why I've waited until this time of the year, pretty much every year now. I've done this for a few years, that I clean the roof on today. So I'm excited, and if you'll also remember, my grandparents' cars were in the exact same place last year that I noticed that. My grandpa's car was over there, and grandma's was there. It's my grandpa down there. Are you leaving? Okay. Who knows what he's doing? But yeah, it's been exactly a year, and gonna have some fun doing this. You might think, is cleaning a roof really fun? Well, it is. If you make it a tradition and you do something every year, it's kind of sentimental to think about like how much has changed and how fast that time has gone. Like, I just feel like it was just a little while ago, just a few months ago, that I did this, but it was really 12 months ago, and it's been a while. A lot has changed since then. I've done a lot of traveling, and I've enjoyed this. Speaking of traveling, a lot of you know that I went to Salt Lake City. There he goes. Down the street, he's leaving. By the way, it's my grandma's birthday. I didn't think about that last year, to mention it in the video. November 13th is my grandmother's birthday. So, happy birthday to my grandma. I'm cleaning your roof. But what I was saying, I was traveling to Salt Lake City in April, and the sweater that I wore last year, it was destroyed. When I made that trip in April of this year, we were playing basketball out there at a church, and I laid down on the stage because we were in the gym, and someone had left their gum on the stage, and I had laid right in it. And when I got up, it was smeared all over my back, and I didn't even notice it. The people I was playing with noticed it, and I brought it home and tried to clean it up, but there was no getting that gum off of it. So that sweater is now gone. It's not with us anymore. And I guess this sweater will be, this is my business college sweater from when I got this in April. So I brought this back with me. And I lost one sweater, I gained another. And so I guess this will be the traditional sweater that I wear now when I'm doing this. And a lot of you might be thinking, you know, Perry, you take the boringest things and you make it entertaining. I guess that's just me. I'm able to do that because I'm so tradition-oriented. I just have a really good time with that, with this and other things. And the holidays are soon upon us. Thanksgiving's in a week and a half. I am looking forward to that big time, and I hope you are too. But let me stand up here. Yeah, there's a big background, and I hope the wind isn't bothering the video too much. And like I've said in a few other videos, this house and this house are exactly the same. They were built by the same person, which was one of my relatives. I think it was my grandma's uncle, or I don't think it was her dad. It might have been her dad, my great-grandfather, but I don't think so. The only difference is that this back on this house has been added on, and that porch has been added on for them. But originally they were the same, the exact same structure, the exact same, it looks like supplies, because the borders around the windows are about the same. And I'll show you something at the end of the video. My grandparents have put an overhang back on the front of the house from the last video I posted of mowing the lawn for the last part of the year. I mentioned that there used to be an overhang on the front window, and they've put that back on. They got a new one and put it back on, and that was in the 90s when they had that last. So there are some changes that have come about, and it's bringing the past to life, bringing it back. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this, show a little bit of my cleaning the gutters, and then we'll finish this up. And glad to share this tradition. Again, I'm excited to look and compare this video from last year's video and to see what's changed. I'm a little fatter, but we're going to fix that. For those of you who know about my new channel, youtube.com/theperryplan. I'm starting in January of 2010. I'm going to lose a lot of weight and look a lot better. It's really about being healthy. I'm sorry about the movement. I don't want the wind to bother anything. I hope you follow it. I hope you look it over, and I will make an official video on the channel that announces that for those of my viewers who sadly don't watch this video. I know not everyone will be interested in my cleaning the roof, but it is a video blog, and I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon. Sweeping these off of the little valley in between the corners of the house. Now I'm cleaning this off. I don't want to step here in the valley because that will weaken some of the roofing structure, and you just put certain cracks below whatever is being covered by these shingles, and when it rains or snows, it's possible that leaks could go into the house, and that's a very bad thing. So if you clean the roof yourself, make sure you don't step on any of the valleys between in the roof where rooms are connected or anything like that, just for future reference. Okay, well, this is a corner of the house that I normally start with cleaning the gutters, and you can see the driveway's right here, the car, and Grandpa left. I don't know where he went. I think he went to get a birthday cake for my grandma. That'll be nice, but this is what I do. I just take my hand and throw these leaves out, and I try to scoot along sitting, but sometimes I get on my knees. I unfortunately wore shorts today. I didn't think about that. My knees might be a little injured by the end of this process. And as you can see, this roof, it's pretty clean on the top. We got rid of that big tree that's been in the yard for years. It's been about 2 or 3 years since we got rid of that. And I miss it, but it makes the job a little easier. I don't know, these leaves still got in this part of the gutter this year. I think there was a lot of wind and just blew them from the neighbor's tree and everything. But as you can see, their house, they've got that tree, and their front of the roof is a little messier than ours is, but we carry on. I'm going to continue this. I'll update soon. Okay, well, the job is done, and I should have grabbed some gloves because I had to scoot along the whole time, and I don't know if you see that, but my hand is pretty red. It's raw. It hurts because you've got your hand scooting along on this, and you're picking yourself up and scooting along. My legs a little red too. Next year I'm wearing a pair of old jeans, but as you can see, the gutters are clean, and don't worry about a few of the leaves that are up there that are just scattered on the roof. Those don't matter. Those won't do anything. But yeah, it wasn't the easiest thing, but just takes about just under an hour, not too long. Grab the broom, and you can see it looks like a nice fall day. It is. It's actually decent and warm. I'm not cold at all, and I'm wearing shorts. So see, you get a little bit of that gravel off of the shingles on your leg and your hand, and it digs into it. It's like laying down on rocks. Only these are smaller rocks, and it hurts. But oh well. I'm going to show you just the area down off of the roof, and then we'll talk to my grandmother. I think Grandpa's about to get the leaf blower out, clean up a little bit of the mess that we made by dumping the leaves off of the roof. But it's done. Another year, another job done. So it's good. I'm happy.